Hello, my beautiful people, my organic subscribers. Welcome back to this video of today. My name is Kamanja_KE, and this is my channel. Feel most welcome, feel at home. Let us actually enjoy this together. Now, to my good people, my good guys outside there, thank you a lot for your support. And you've been supporting me much. You've been there for me. And I always ask God actually to just put you there for me. I always ask God to bless you for me, and that is it. And to my silent followers, actually, you are doing an amazing work. Keep on doing it, and don't tire from watching this video. To those guys who are coming in for the first time, like you are coming across this channel for the first time, don't get away. Don't actually like run away from this channel. Find your love, show me your generosity by subscribing to this channel. Like the videos, comment, and let us actually push together in this platform. So welcome, feel most welcome, and let us actually enjoy together. Watch your space. This is what I have for you today, guys. This is what I have for you today. So today, actually, I'm discussing about two good things. I did an earlier video, and I think the video I did actually has led to this second video. So a part of this video, I'll be covering Matinde's story as Matinde goes out and rantals destroys Gintu and destroys Mogesi, destroys the husband. Like, yes, Matinde is out. He tells them, go to hell. You guys are lying. You can go to hell with your lies. That is the second part of this video. And the first part of this video, actually, we are discussing something that we had forgotten, actually. Some dramas had carried this away. But we are seeing now one jealous man. Somebody is very envious. Somebody who actually doesn't understand himself is today coming out in an interview in somebody's channel and saying that no, all this that is happening, all this that is always happening, has been happening in this village, is just because of I am Marwa bringing YouTube to Nyabohansi. Guys, even when the host went ahead and told them, no, you are becoming hard on this guy. Why can't you tell us? And you see, now we are talking about It's Ernest, who was purely exposed, totally exposed in an interview with Claudia. We are going to know who is Claudia. Claudia has a channel, A Journey of 1,000 Voices, and she is doing something good. We have seen bringing a lot of guys and also giving time guys to expose themselves. Like she doesn't want to expose you. It's because you are not aware and you are exposing yourself of what you are talking about. That is where we get the points to talk about. So guys, actually let us actually get it correctly. When Claudia was actually interviewing It's Ernest,
keep saying that the audience that we are having in this video is his audience. And now if you know that his audience like such things like this, and most the people who are doing these things, they are his neighbors. You see, these issues are affecting his neighbors from his gate.
So you think that it's only the women who are within that area who are doing it?
Even his firstborn is doing that. Yeah.
I don't even know who the firstborn is. I don't want names.
Yeah, that's why I'm using that.
I don't know who you are. I don't know how to be going to look at it. My daughter is asleep. I left my daughter. She went to sleep. Yeah. So
okay.
No, I'm just saying that sometimes you're being too hard on one individual when at the end of the day, even as a society, we have failed. Because in that party, as much as maybe you wanted him to monitor everybody, are you underage? Are you underage? As much as you wanted him to monitor everybody, in that same party, same party,
he never wanted to do a proper good mention on his party.
Listen, in that same party, there were still men, and you know the men from our society who, when they saw these underage girls, if there were men who were upstairs, there was something okay with them. Any man who sees an underage child, they'll be like, I'm not doing that. Walk away. That is jail time. You understand? Some men were really enjoying. They see anybody, any female, 12 years, 20 years, whatever, they were happy.
You know something that gets me mad? The people that were doing those things, they are closer with him. Very close. For example, even that Mr. I don't know what, or the guy who was demanding
pictures
from our sister here. He was so close to the guy.
Do you know everything, all your close friends?
For example, people sending notice, both gender, men and ladies.
So the men are actually doing it.
Yeah, men.
So why is it that you as men, right? You're a reactor and you're a man. Why is it that you as a man, I don't think you've ever come out and said that so and so, the way you are naming and shaming women, why is it that you're not naming and shaming the men who are
I've done a lot of videos even.
Have you named them and shamed them?
Even my previous video that I did about policy issues, I named them.
You named the men who are doing it. And how come you have not spread their videos and their photos as much as you have spread the ones belonging to the women?
Okay. People have those videos.
So you don't have those videos?
Currently, me, there's one of my friends that is on the DCI there up there. I have those videos.
So you had them?
Yeah, I have.
So why didn't you expose them the way you were exposing Passy's photos?
But we have already exposed them.
You have already exposed them.
You want me to say it?
No. I don't want you to name names in my channel. I'm just saying that I just believe that, especially for you men and the courier men at large, that every time you're attacking a woman, you attack her so much, you will forget that this woman is a human being.
You know,
before anything, you judge the woman so harshly that this woman, she has done this. Do you understand that if a woman decides to do something that does not go well with her spirit, right? Some will say no, and others, due to desperation or due to circumstances, will succumb to the pressure.
I personally, I want to say that I've never done a video harassing any of those two ladies that are...
I'm not saying those two ladies. It doesn't mean that it's just those two ladies.
Yeah, okay. I've never done a video harassing any woman.
Yes, my good family. And that is it actually. It's good. That is, it's Ernest who has been quiet for some time, but he likes these dramas always attract people back. They always have something. But for people like Ernest, these are people who entirely believe in all of their days, in all of their lives, that I am Marwa is the person to blame. And I was asking you earlier, yes, if you want us to mend things and move forward, number one, we are not supposed to have point fingers on people and start blaming people on what is actually befalling us, what is happening to us. We are not supposed to do like that. I blame somebody for what is actually happening upon me. That one we are not changing. We are just paving way for new dramas to come up. That is it. And this is what actually it's Ernest is calling for. He is not looking things at the bigger picture. He is not becoming critical. He is not thinking creatively and looking at why are people doing this. Even when the host is asking him what he thinks is bringing up all these things into the village, the only thing that he has, because he's very blunt and he talks bluntly, that you see, the only person here to blame, it's I am Marwa, who is taking advantage of our community. Who told you that I am Marwa is not part of this community? It's Ernest. Who told you that I am Marwa is not part of this community? Who told him? Which school of thought are you actually basing your thoughts from? It's Ernest. We all love the village, and we've said if the village is supposed to move forward, and for us it's our dream to see the village moving forward, then these blame games should stop. People should own up themselves. Like you own up yourself. I own up myself. Claudia owns herself up. All these guys in this village, without let me blame this one, let me point blaming fingers on this one, we will never move forward. We will just stay there, and these dramas will ever continue. That is it. Now, guys, if you don't know Claudia, guys, go check her out in actually channel, she's doing a very good job. From her channel, from the interview itself, you can feel like this is somebody who is very positive with everything. She's very much exposed. That is one thing that I should tell you guys. That Claudia, this channel, a journey of 1,000 voices, this lady is purely and largely exposed. So she knows a lot of things. And that's why most of the people who go to her like interviews, they seem to fail because they really don't know what she is looking about. She's looking at these guys at a different angle. She's a woman champion in this community. She's saying that many women have been battered. Many women who are undergoing some stress, some oppressive marriages, always run to her for some advice and anything. And because she undertakes that guidance and counseling for our women, then she's very secretive. She cannot tell us. She cannot actually tell us who went there and who never went there, what they discussed and how they discussed. But for me, Claudia is doing a marvelous job in this village, and she needs a thumbs up. From me, Claudia, whenever you be actually listening to me, thumbs up for the good work you're doing. Help us expose these guys that they are living in darkness. They need to see some light here, like you are doing actually to its honest. This is how this actually the interview starts. Claudia is wondering if it is desperation or another thing like poverty that is pushing our girls and even our youths towards the Nordic experience thing. I don't want to talk about it, but yes, it is forcing me to talk about it. Is it poverty and desperation that is actually pushing us? Are we succumbing to such a two things so that we do what actually portrays ourselves negatively? And without even sensing, without even knowing the meaning of the term desperation, I'm sorry to mention this, he jumps in and says, yes, we are desperate. And let us see how this guy is very desperate. This is one guy who has been desperate, like fighting Marwa till he never succeeded. And he is thinking that being interviewed here, this stage, will give him time to talk ill about Marwa. And I've been always reminding them that Marwa is bigger. You cannot talk ill about him and like dream of destroying him in a day. You are desperate. Actually, it's honest, is very desperate. Like talking badly about Marwa in people's channels. That's being desperate. Like being desperate to see Marwa down. You remember, guys, when he was just like telling Marwa off, don't like build an hospital in this village because we know you guys, you don't have the community at heart. Between him and Marwa, who doesn't have the community at heart? What is this vision? Like, you see, when you are being hosted in such a channels, tell us your vision. Tell us what you feel about the village. Don't just go there and sit yourself down and like start talking badly about somebody, like, and talking in parables, thinking that people watching you never went to school. We know when you are talking in parables, taking that one guy. Yes, it's not good to mention names in one's channel, but that one guy you are talking about, whoever brought YouTube to this village, is _Marwa. And he needs a lot of respect, actually. Because Marwa, we never have brought, actually, YouTube to our village, did his orientation. Tell us, why do we have the lazy gang? And why do we have these guys who are positive in the village, if guys who are not well-oriented? Why do we have the lazy gang? The lazy gang are people who are misled by the concept of joining YouTube. They thought, like, if I join YouTube, I'm going to fight somebody down. I'm going to be like Marwa. You see, now, because they were led by envy, and it is now well, like, from him, honest. Envy, jealousness, and desperation. They formed their own team to fight down Marwa. Something that will never happen, and it is not coming to happen very soon. And that's why actually Madam Claudia is telling and reminding its honest. Don't be always too hard on one individual who has his own life to live. We have so many guys. If it is blame games, then we have so many guys to blame. To start with our parents. What is the role of parenthood in this society? To start with the society itself, where we belong. What is our role in this society? Apart from sitting down and like blaming one person who is doing his own business and who is like blossoming. So why did actually Claudia host this guy? Somebody who doesn't even understand why he's in an interview. Somebody who is just one way. Somebody who thinks in one direction. He has no, like an otherwise thought. My God. Somebody who cannot even comprehend what is being asked, what he can come up and say about. The only thing he knows, Marwa is bad. Marwa is the person to blame for all this that is happening. And let me ask you one question. Have you ever heard people mentioning about, even that person herself said Marwa is clean, is not part of this? Don't. If Percy can tell us, can tell the world that don't bring Marwa into this business, into these nasty stories. Who are you? It's honest. To start like talking it's Marwa and his close associates. Number two, why should we have people like doing their things and minding their own business, concentrating on their own lives? Why should you concentrate on the other people's lives like Marwa's life? What did he take from you that he has not returned, so that we ask on your behalf, so that you get it back? Because you are now becoming too much. You know basis, you don't have any basis of argument. The only base of argument you have is Marwa. It's Marwa. Honest, come up onto your senses. Think twice. The world has changed. Change starts with you. When you want to change, don't blame others. Just own up yourself. That is when change is going actually to accept you. Yeah. Own up yourself. Own up yourself. I've never heard of you guys like complaining about what others, and I liked the question you are being asked. Yes, you've agreed that we have a lot of this business is going on. It's a booming business. I have questions that I'm going to ask and pose to Claudia, but these are your questions that were being posed by Claudia herself. Like I've never heard you were cheating the world that you always expose men who sell such a things. I've never had a situation whereby you are now telling us that this guy, this boy was doing this, apart from the people like you feel envy for, the people that you see jealousy, people who are above you. Those are guys that guys, I was like being surprised you talking about Marwa doing things which are nasty in Colombia, like kissing people in the streets, and you are like, the host was asking you, is kissing a problem? Guy, this is a modern world. Kissing is part of life. We have things that are being done in the village that they are very new, and people are now conceiving this guy things with a big surprise. Guy, don't behave like civilization bypassed you. Can't you behave like a modern guy? Now, what is the relationship between kissing on the streets and people coming to our village? Guys and girls and small boys sending, like you are claiming, sending those pictures to other guys for business. What is the relationship? Have you ever seen Marwa coming back to the village and telling people now, if you want money, go do this? Have you? Yes. Have your time sometimes. Get Marwa off these nasty stories. Go make up something fabricated that people can listen to you. No. Sometimes people, we are supposed to be very sensible enough. Yeah. Now you are telling us that we have men who are also doing this business, and you know them. Number one, you've never come out and tell us that this is doing, person X is doing this, person Z is doing this. The only thing you wait is when a woman is being exposed. That's when you come in and like you condemn everything. The real son of the soil. This is bad what you guys are doing. But I've not seen you in the forefront like condemning such a man. Why are you afraid of actually talking about these men if they are not your friends? Why do you want to bring Mayuguno into this? Yes, Mayuguno is a person you always guys call the firstborn to I am _Marwa. Now, why do you always carry Mayuguno into these things? Why have you decided to mention Mayuguno in such a things? Do you have evidence? Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? So you want to tell us that pimp that you guys were referring to is Mayuguno? Guys, I've told you, if one is above you, you see where jealousy is leading us to. Do you see where envy is leading us to? Desperation. We are just desperate to be like others. Do you see where it is leading us to? You cannot, you always talk about things that don't add up. You want to actually tell people that we are in the village, we are from Nyabwanse, this is what we do, guys, blah, 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 blah. Such a things. But actually, you are not making something that people can listen and take sense from it. Why should you leave us like hanging? Tell us, this one guy is doing this, this is other guy is doing this, this is the other man that is doing this, and this is the women. These are the women that have been telling not to do this. Why should you wait for Ginto and Mogesi to come out with those exposes? And you are there, you've been always been like you are there. In fact, what can you do if you cannot only talk about Marwa? What can you do if you cannot think that you can be Marwa overnight? What can you do if you are not jealous of Marwa? Very envious on Marwa. You are very desperate to become Marwa. Change. And change will start with you. Come up if you want us to make Nyabwanse where you claim to be the real son of the soil. Stop blame games. Come direct to people and say, no, you guy, you're making us lose our village. Come on. Because you've not been fearful talking about Marwa. Why should you be fearful on a given vice that is actually eating up our community? Come on. Own up yourself. Tell us. Yes, tell us. But actually stop like peddling Marwa's name into these silly things. You are a grown-up, I do believe. Somebody of is 32nd to 34th years in your life. You must have known so much. You are also in that villa during that party. You are also part of this community. If you saw young girls being, I don't know, doing what was your role? Were you waiting for people to come out and make a video so that you can react and make money? That is the same thing that actually Claudia is asking you. What was your role? What did you do? Guys, look at the way you are like speeding up Gitiriba's case everywhere. Like chasing Gitiriba up and down, like talking very nasty stories about Gitiriba. Why haven't you come up with the stories of your good friends who are also nodal makers in this village? The men. And I do guess that these are your people. The very people who you are very close to. That's why you are fearing to name them. Are you waiting for Claudia to tell you? Claudia has actually told you that Her work is just to identify. But he knows about that man. And you agreed that you know that man. Why can't you come up and tell us, this is the man? And this is what he has been doing. Let us shame the devil once and for all. So that our village becomes clean, we become good people, like we focus, and if we cannot refocus, then we focus afresh and do something different towards the betterment of this village. Yes, it's a nest. I'm telling you, it's a nest. I'm telling you. Nothing is going here like you become angry, like Kamanja has told me. No, I'm telling you, this time around you want to come to me like the way when you came and lectured me what to do and not what to do. But I'm now telling you that you are failing. The real son of the soil. Is that title ironic? The real son of the soil. So you are seated there for some people to come and tell you this is what is happening in your community without you defending your community. Oh, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Some things are supposed to be like, if you resist, you've been told. Resistance is all about persistence. Yeah. You've been resisting I am Marwa all this time and you are now persistent in doing it. And I've been like, why should you be hurting somebody who is bringing food directly to your table? Do you know that? The YouTube we are selling us that you are blaming I am Marwa for bringing it to the village is the thing that is actually feeding you. And when it doesn't feed you fully, that is when you tend to come up with titles like, oh, I'm leaving this, I'm tired with YouTube, like that. But wait until when you're paid. Wait until that when those donors of yours send you something. Now, by the way, where did you take those fights with your friends? Like you were not even sharing enough money with the KOT, what you are given from KOT. I don't know what you were given by a given woman to share upon yourself, the three of you. How did it end? Was it not a scamming activity? Yeah. Now, how much have you spoken about Percy? You've been hitting women like nonsense, not Percy alone. At one point, you and your friend, you are talking ill of women. And I made a video about that when you were talking badly about women, more so women who are our subscribers. The women that you guys calmed with your friends. And when you are being asked, why do you come to shame? You are shaming women, you are abusing women in these streets. Why have you not ever talked about a man? And you are telling us that no, I'm clean, I've never talked ill about a woman. Guys, if you want to know, these are guys who look down about women in this community. There are many. I have put them in a given category. They don't like women. And that's why any story about women, they just come up like, they will never wait until they are attached. They cannot talk about themselves. And that's why he is actually hiding the men. For me, if I could have been knowing the men, I was to mention these names here with evidence. Now, when he talks about men, he doesn't have evidence. He doesn't have evidence that they are doing so. It's only that they are anticipating that if women are doing this, men should also do. What a man can do, a woman can also do. Or what a woman can do, a man can also do. I'm agreeing from Claudia's perception that people are always doing all these nasty things because of they are desperate, because of poverty. They are succumbing to such a pressure, external forces. But that is not the direction we are supposed to go. If we are supposed to come out clean, clean ourselves, let people know what actually we are about. Let us first own up ourselves and be like, yes, you doing this, you doing that, like stop and stop. Let us stop blaming people. Let us stop bringing people into what they are not supposed to be brought into. Sure. Let us not do that. And for you, your information, when you are being hosted, be mature. Man up. Know where you are. Know what to talk about. You cannot spend a whole 1 hour talking about one person. Anything you talk about, you are just directing your feelings to just one person. How long will I tell you that I am Marwa is bigger and anything big cannot be destroyed? You are smaller. You can't destroy him. Don't give him blames, because Marwa has nowhere to be blamed here. People are blaming themselves because of what they chose. They never reminded themselves that always the choices they make have got consequences. And now they are eating their consequences from what they chose to do. Yeah. Marwa has never taken an advantage of this village. Marwa is somebody who means much to this village, has his vision about this village, very pure intention on this village. So when such a guy brings him, like in this statement, blaming him of not doing the best orientation, like in his master classes and everything, which kind of orientation did you want? You are a grown-up, and these streets are for grown-ups. So you want to tell me that Marwa should have come with some policies? Yeah. Was Marwa the first guy who took people to go and bathe in the rivers? Was Marwa? Your sisters, your mothers decided to do so. You were a YouTuber. Did you ever condemn that? Because these guys did it without knowing that people will be like attracted. It was like they were using it like a trap. It was a hook. Have you ever seen Marwa coming to the village like saying, this is what you are supposed, this is the person I'm hooking you up, now send this person your picture, your photo. Use this. Use this. When you talk about someone, have the evidence first. Don't just like blame. I've never seen like students, like I am a teacher, students fail and start saying that my students were numb. First, I should take my responsibility that I tried. I taught them. But actually, they never like conceptualized everything that I gave them. That's why they are getting different grades. Huh? You are a parent. You must be responsible, and we do have responsible parents in the village. Stop blaming Marwa for things that he has never done, for things that he has no share, for deeds that you want to just to fabricate and even dirtify him. Stop. And actually bringing Mayuguno to this platform, into this actually saga, is lack of respect. Respect one another. We have stories that we are not likely to sit down and listen to them. What is the difference between you and a nursery school going kid? In a classroom, you feel like, teacher, this one has pinched me. This teacher, he has taken my... You see, those are like kids who don't know what they're talking about. And you are here assuming that you're a big man. Big man what? My foot. Now, it's high time that we've learned that we have a man in our village who is also sourcing for these photos and sending them outside in exchange of money. Claudia, it's Ernest Chalo, kindly come out clean and tell us who this man is. Because I'm feeling that we are paving ways for more dramas without mentioning these names, without mentioning these guys who are doing this. We don't even need the ladies. We need this man. This man who is making like men, other men are battering their women, other men are beating up their women, and women are running to you, Claudia. These women must have talked about this man in your presence. They must have mentioned this man. A man who comes, like, take this money, let me have your video for 2 minutes, for 1 minute. Why do you consent to take that video? This man doesn't even force you do it. But why do you consent? And when you consent, you start being beaten by your husbands. Just because you do so because you need a cheap money. Poverty is killing us. Please, guys who want to marry, people who are marrying, can you provide for your women so that they stop being standing on the way, stood on the way with this man for some small monies? Educate your women. Tell your women that this is what is supposed to be done, like this is what is done. Tell them to keep their decency. Actually, tell them to keep their decency. And once come out and tell us who this pimp is. We want to know this pimp. And we know him, then we are going to excommunicate him from the community, because he is the person actually like destroying the whole community. So why should you keep that name with you? Why should you keep that name with you if that guy is actually there? If that guy is actually there. Yeah. Choices have got consequences. That is what we have actually learned. And like Claudia, I'm happy for actually trying to expose these guys. People who tend to believe that all the problems they have in this village were brought by Marwa. You are doing the best thing. Even the world is laughing at them. You are doing it best. And that is what we want. That is the direction we actually need we go to follow. The only challenge I'm giving you is that come up and tell us these people. We want to clean them. We might be seated here, even our own wives. We might be seated here, even our own daughters have been recruited. Tell us these men. Who are these men? Who this pimp is? Can they tell us? Let us know. Let us know. So, Claudia, thank you very much for what you've been doing for us. Thank you for actually standing there for the women who are being oppressed, championing them. That is the best gesture in this village. And actually, I try to tell people sometimes to realize the importance of being positive in their lives. We have people that actually, if you ask me, I will recommend that you interview them so that you expose. You see, you don't expose them like knowing, but from the questions you ask them and everything, they expose themselves so that they are really fighting nothing. And I've been always telling you guys that these guys, this lazy gang, led by the likes of Ernest and others, they are fighting just imaginary wars. They create those wars in their mind and they start fighting those wars. And when you create such a thing, something that you don't see, you will be like fighting endless wars. Wars without meaning. So, thank you very much, Madam Claudia. A journey of 1,000 voices. You are doing a marvelous job. Continue with what you are doing and God is going to bless you. Guys, before I stop, I made a video in the morning about Matinde's husband, who is now a YouTuber. Yeah, something that actually she was like he never wanted Matinde to be there. He is now a YouTuber. And I was laughing, like he was saying that he's now homeless. Matinde went with the key and everything. Thank God, Matinde has come out. And he has actually told Gintu, shut up. Take your lies to hell. She has come out and told Ngiracha, the husband, go to hell with your lies. This brother-in-law Mogesi, go to hell with your lies. You are just lying. You are lying. You are just professional liars. Why should you do this? Matinde has actually answered everything in this video, and I was very happy. Let Matinde like be left alone. Let her heal. This is what she has decided to do. Let her be.
To date with Mogesi concerning I went back to I don't know what. And then I clarified that. So they saw that, oh, she has clarified that. Let us bring something else. Oh, she's getting help. She's being supported. What can we do? How can we make sure we stop this? So you came up with all lies from the head to toe. Like lies everywhere. Jesus Christ, I'm even wondering. So I don't know how many days you took to come up with these lies. Like I hold the camera and then I talk lies to the world. You need to be serious for once. Like you hold the camera and come up with lies. And you expect people and then people like, so they can call me a scammer or a victim. I'm a victim and I'm not forging it. And I'm going to clarify everything. Jesus. Okay. I said on my video, like you can bring your brother so that he can tell you what happened, but I've not heard even anything. What he was saying is totally lies, and it's like, I think, Mogesi, that was your work. That was what you are doing. Telling him, like, if you say this on YouTube, she won't get support. If you say this, they will tarnish her. Because trust me, your brother, I don't think if even he knows, like, you can come up with these lies or what. I'm not being one-sided now, but let's get this clear. So, and the funny part is that you can't defend yourself, or you can't hold the camera and speak for yourself. You have to bring in now the journalist to say it. Really? Home whenever I want. Right now, for me, like Matinde, for me, going back, I would never. Because, no, I gave it a second shot. I gave my all at the second time, but what did they get? You can't say that. Some things I can't say because I don't have proof for them.
Guys, the same thing I was doubting in the morning. Yes, when I saw that video of Mogesi and Gintu took a better part of stage in Mogesi's channel, I was like doubting, why is Mogesi not talking? What was it? What was the secret behind this? And all the blames were like going to Matinde. And I said, no, Matinde should be left to heal. But I thank the energy that Matinde has. She has come out loud and told people that these guys were totally lying. They were cheating. These are professional liars. Let them go to hell. And I support you, Matinde. Let these like professional liars go to hell. Now recruiting your brother, Mogesi, we're recruiting Gracha into YouTube. Something that he has never, and he never liked. So that he can fight his own wife in YouTube. So that he can also be like added advantage to you, like talking badly. You are using him as a source so that you can continue like attacking Madam Matinde. No. Stop this. This is supposed to stop. Ngracha was telling us he's jobless, that Matinde forced him to do I don't know what. It's now that we are hearing that Ngracha has got a job at Mabera Center. Ngracha is working, guys. Ignore the lies of these guys, Mogesi and Gintu. Ignore their lies completely. They are there just to make stories. And I told you, Ngracha, they will be laughing at you. They want to make stories and then stand aside and laugh at you. Even if Mogesi is your brother, he will do anything to get something out of you. So many things that we've had happened. The business you said she gambled, you sent her away. She came back. You sold part of I don't know what to your brother. The house you claim you for 12 days you never entered. Now you are telling us that she carried everything from the house. How did you know that she carried everything from the house? While you cannot access the house. You cannot access the inside of the house. You are being misled by these masters of fabricated stories. You are being misled by this mastermind of fake news. You are being actually misled by these fake journalists in the village. They are not journalists, but they are just gossips. They are there to destroy you. They distract you at their own advantage. They want to gain at the end of the day. And that is you. Wanakupa kiburi, bro. Matinde was your wife. I'm not wrong to say this because she has said there is no longer life here. There is no more marriage here. That is what she has said. Now, if you are legally married, file for divorce. But if you are just married customary, just let her live the life she wants. She is fed up with what you gave her. She nearly took her life. She regrets her actions in that marriage. She wants now to test life on her own. Why can't you leave this lady live her own life? Like heal on herself. Don't like now she is actually insinuating that you are actually now making stories so that you can prevent people from helping her. And that is true. You want to distract people. You want to distract people's help towards Matinde. People who actually sympathized. And I want to tell you guys that it is actual and it is true that Matinde is a victim of this situation. If you want to help, feel free, go and help her. Never should you be like cheated by these guys. No. These guys are there, they are self-centered, they want to make money. And I've told you, they want to use Matinde's husband to make something out of him. And if they find that this guy is easygoing, this guy can be swayed, like they have swayed him already, they are going to make him. They are going to make something, and at the end of the day, they are going to laugh at him properly. They are going to laugh at him properly. But for Matinde, my sister, wherever you are, kindly focus on what you want to do. Just forget about the past. Focus on your future. Let these people let them be what they want. And actually ignore them. Don't leave that work to us now. Ignore them. Don't even don't even respond to them. Just ignore them. I know they will be, you've made a story, they are going to make another story, countering that story. Now ignore them. Stop responding to them. Ignore them. Your husband, we've known him, is just an easy swayed human being, and I don't know what I can call him, but the truth is, he doesn't even understand himself. He has also entered into that band or bandwagon of what? Liars. These are pure and big liars that we have within the village. And I always pity their subscribers, people who enjoy their stories, people who encourage them to do what they are doing. So my sister Matinde, be focused on your future. Be focused on your family, your kids, and everything, the way you are supposed to bring them up. But if you've decided to go your way, then go your way. What we pray for you is peace and love. Always. Just peace and love. That is what you can do. So from my side, my sister, I say goodbye. From my side, to all my good supporters, goodbye till we meet again. Enjoy the space. Bye.